All right, we've got a really exciting van build here for you today. This is Obi-Van Kenobi, the first Star Wars themed van that we've ever built. You're gonna see a lot of those Star Wars components and themes throughout the entire van build. All right, so what you're gonna notice right here is our lightsaber at the entryway. So that's actually activated by a motion sensor right in here. So when that door opens up, that activates the lightsaber, and then your lightsaber beam moves forward.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, we wanted to go pretty nuts on this van. So this customer, big fan of Star Wars, and came to us and he said, hey, I want to try to, one, I love the names you guys do, and so I want my van to be Obi-Van Kenobi. And two, I want to try to incorporate as much Star Wars into it as I can, but doing it to where it's not too over the top, where it's still tasteful. So that's what we tried to do with this one. So I think probably the most ridiculous on this is the lightsaber.
That's pretty cool though.
Just love the way that turned out. So beautiful thing about this seat is it stows up out of the way, giving you full access into the camper. But when you need seating for two more, you just flip it down. It's as easy as that. And then grabbing this lever right here, popping everything up. So comfortable, DOT approved seating for two. What's also cool about this seat is it has attachment points for car seats in here. That's a request we get from customers all the time. We have a Lagoon table mount. This just slides out and can pop onto the Lagoon table here or in the back. And that one can also be attached up here. Both of the front captain's chairs are on swivels so they can swing around so you can get a dinette up at the front. And I want you to see this because I see people attach tables all the time in ways and they rattle. It's super important for us to keep things silent.
Pretty tight in there.
Yeah, super tight. Everything with felt on that, so you just cannot hear
the felt.
any
The felt is what happens. The felt is what works.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah. So keeping that nice and quiet. We were talking about more Star Wars themes, but trying to do tasteful Star Wars.
Yes.
Let's look up top.
For people that don't know what's that from, those lights are particular to somewhere in Star Wars.
Yes. So this is called a galaxy panel. And right above me, this is what you're going to see in the back of the Death Star. We went ahead and incorporated that into our ceiling lights. So, galaxy panel, you've seen this before at Sandy Vans. We like to do drop-down panels and cover up the fan. So we have our Max Air fan right here.
Very tastefully done.
Yes, yeah. So you still have access to be able to control things in here, open and close that. It's also remote controlled, so you don't always have to squeeze your fingers in there, but if you need to. And then in the event of needing to service the fan, this entire panel can be dropped down and you can get in there and clean the fan quite easily still.
Absolutely.
Over here we have our sink cabinet with flip-up countertop on the side, so when you need a little extra cook and prep service.
Is that a 1 1/4 inch bamboo?
Good eye, sir, good eye.
That's a thick countertop.
It is a thick countertop. And there's just something about the thicker countertops that just looks so good.
Yeah.
So we only do that on the countertops. We do try to reduce weight in these vans where we're able to, but you just can't get away with how good that thick countertop looks.
I mean, I love that end grain too.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, pretty. Exactly. Getting that carbonized end grain is just, we just really love it. So that's why we go with these for the bamboo countertops. Everything is on different switches here, so you can set the mood that you're looking for. So we're able to turn these off, or if we wanted a dim thing, everything's on dimmers. And then we have our white functional lighting underneath, and then we have all of this blue accent lighting. And at night, this looks clean.
Yeah.
Remember, this is Obi-Van Kenobi, so we're going with that blue lightsaber theme.
The blue lightsaber, gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is a really
not the red one, not the red lightsaber.
It's actually funny. So the lights are RBG.
Yeah.
And so we had it programmed when we were installing it. Somebody switched the programming to red, and we were all freaking out that the van turned to the dark side. It was a big fear. It was like, man, the customer's going to get here, and he's going to have a Sith van.
Oh my God!
Yeah. But we got it. It went back to the good side.
This customer ended up going with the microwave. That is an option, right?
Correct. So this is actually something we will do now. It's standard on all Sandy vans.
Oh, it is.
With a microwave. We will do a microwave delete if you'd rather have that additional storage in there. While we're on subject of upper cabinets, something else you'll notice in the upper cabinets here is we love putting a lot of outlets in here. So we've got outlets in each one of these cabinet sections. So the front ones, both of these back here have outlets, 110, USB, and USB-C. So you can tuck things in there, store everything in.
Excellent.
We also, on all of these cabinets, have this nice lip.
I was going to say, did you add the lip?
We have added the lip.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a new thing in the Sandy vans. So as you're mobbing down a road, things tend to shift while underway. You can open the cabinet, you don't have to worry about your items falling down.
Okay, cool.
So what we have in here, unused, still with the wrapper on,
Oh, the Laveo.
is the Laveo dry flush toilet. We have the option, we will do composting toilets, we'll do cassette toilets, we'll do the Laveo dry flush toilet. So we'll start to have that conversation with the customer, see what's more important to them. We typically, if we are doing our composting toilets, it's a little bit smaller, so we're able to put this on a drawer slide. The only caveat when we do the dry flush in this cabinet is we don't have enough for those slides. So this is actually just setting in there, and then you'll have to lift it out to be able to put it in.
Looks like he's excited about music.
Yes. Okay. Right. You got to be able to play. What's the name of the
I don't
Star Wars
know.
theme song?
I can't play it because I have no rights to it.
But anyways, as you've got your lightsaber beam going up, you got to be able to jam out to that on your sound bar.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Imperial March. That's
Okay.
what it is. Imperial March.
Yeah.
Coming below that sound bar is something you haven't seen in any of our vans before, but something we're really excited about. Integrated blinds.
Okay. And they're
Into
blackout.
the windows, yes. Blackout shades in here. This actually is filtered down from our concrete Oasis build. We went ahead and came up with a really clever solution from what Nicole and Ed had previously done, found a better blind, found a better solution, came up with a new mounting. And so we've started putting this in a lot of our vans that have the full windows.
I mean, I've said
really
this
easily.
multiple times in other videos, that the social layout, which is the dinette style layout you have here, having those windows opens the space up so much, and I love that.
It makes a big difference.
It does.
So the social layout comes with this large U dinette in the back. So great place to be able to comfortably put 6 people. I've had 8 people back here playing cards. We've got this nice lagoon table with the Jedi symbol on it. Again, we are in Obi-Van Kenobi. The way that this dinette system works is the table drops down and it rests on these bed rails right here, and then the cushions fold in, so this entire space in the back becomes the bed. One of my other favorite features on this particular layout is the way that this back is removable and adjustable.
Okay.
If you want to pull this out, and now you get full pass-through to the back of the van.
And why do you like that most? Like, I know you and Alan like to do what?
So it's really for storing big gear. So I love it to be able to put a mountain bike, a dirt bike in here.
Surfboards.
Surfboards. We do a lot of surfing trips, and so you end up getting all of your longboards can easily pass through in here. It's really nice to have that ability. Or even if you are trying to have that social dinette set up, but instead of having that U facing inwards toward the van, if we want to set this up over here, now you can set up to where we're looking at that beautiful view.
Not your shop, but maybe a beach.
Yeah, hopefully a better view than that, but exactly, yeah. So we go ahead and drop this to be able to get that full access. You were talking about the shower. Let's run around to the back of the van.
Okay.
What comes standard with every Sandy van is an outdoor shower. Some of our builds and layouts will do indoor showers, but every single one, even if it has an interior shower, is still gonna have this out back. We talked about loading up gear, surfing. You want to be able to rinse all that off exterior of the van, so having this out here is great for gear rinsing or people rinsing. And then we have a magnetic shower curtain that attaches between the doors. So we're able to pop that in and get a little bit of privacy out the back.
Actually, you know what we didn't talk about is power. You use who and how much?
Yes, so our standard electrical system is 412 amp hours of lithium battery. That is all controlled with a Redarc system. So we have 2 options. We either use the Redarc Manager 30, which is a 30 amp charger, meaning we can charge up to 30 amps, or the Manager Alpha series, which has a 75 and 100 amp charging series. We will typically use the 75, which will allow you to charge up to 75 amps between your solar and between your alternator and your shore power.
I bring that up because normally you guys will see the power station back here, but it's actually all open for that storage for the client, and you guys were able to condense that power into a very small box over there.
Yeah, so we didn't even get into the under benches, but our power system is super compact, sits right next to that kitchen galley over there, leaving everything else in this bench as open storage. Over here we have our water tank, and then everything from about here over is storage. It's a 22-gallon water tank, and then as you can see, we have lots of storage in the back as well.
All right, thank you, Evan. Now, delivery time, right?
Delivery time, yes. So this, I'm glad we were able to get this walkthrough in, because this customer is going to be here in 7 minutes ago, it looks like. So
7 minutes ago?
Yeah, so we're going to go do the delivery.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, later.